everyone. I am Robyn Freye, the Chief Growth Officer of Stagwell, and we are here live from the Las Vegas floor at CES on day 2. It feels like day 7. Our feet hurt, our voices are hoarse, but there's so much excitement. With over 1,000 new exhibitors this year, we have a lot to talk about. I'm super excited to have a special guest today, Kate Wick, who is the CMO of the Las Vegas Convention Center Authority. And it is our first year almost fully back. I know typically we have about 140,000 attendees.
Yes. Yeah.
We went quiet in 2021, 2022. We had a little bit over 40,000, maybe closer to 45,000. And we're back. So I'd love just to hear, how excited you are, what this means to Las Vegas, as well as some of the things that you've been seeing and feeling on the CES floor tour.
So we are back and welcome. So first of all, thank you for having us. But we are so excited to see everybody here. We live for this. This is what we do. At the LVCVA, we host the US's largest trade shows in our building here. So this week we are all things consumer electronics. We transform for SEMA or for National Association of Broadcasters. We bring everybody here to do business, and it's amazing. And during the pandemic, it was difficult. Hybrid is not what we do. We meet in person. Connections and business is done in person. So we're excited and thrilled to welcome everybody back in full force this year.
That's great. Yes. And what are some of the trends that you've been seeing or hearing about? What's exciting you?
It's funny. I heard the CEO for Delta say the smiles that he's seeing on everybody's faces, that's the big thing. Is in years past, pre-pandemic, it was this sense of hurried business rush. And this year, people are just enjoying being around people. And I think that's kind of the trend for this year, is leaning into the moment, engagement, and connection. And I think we're seeing that in some of the technology gadgets and enhancements that have been rolled out. But really, it's about how do we accelerate connection and meaningful, immersive experiences, interactive experiences. How do we connect people to brands? So those are the things that I've had my eye on that I'm super excited about.
That's awesome. Yeah. There's so much digital transformation around us, whether it's AI or some of the new video things that we're seeing, the robots. And your job, you have a lot of different aspects of marketing that kind of weave in and weave out. What are some of the things that you're doing to transform, your business or your marketing this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. So I have the best job in the world.
I know. I'm kind of jealous. Yeah.
I get to market all the exciting things that are going on in this destination, and that's from not just a business point of view of what things like CES brings to market, but from a leisure point of view, and what some of our resort partners have done, over the past couple years, what we're bringing from a sports perspective. There's a ton of development. So for us, 2023 is about delivering on amazing experiences. And, we announced last year that we're bringing an F1 race to town in November. It will be the first F1 race that we will do in this town. I think there was a smaller one years ago, but this will be the marquee event within the F1 portfolio. So we're super excited about that. It's a lot of work for us.
Oh, I'm sure.
To figure out how to pull that off in a way that only Vegas can. A short couple months after that, we will be hosting the Super Bowl in February of 2024. The very first Super Bowl Las Vegas will ever host. So for us, it's about how do we create these experiences that only Vegas can deliver. I mean, look around this showroom floor. This could never happen anywhere else, right? No. We are built for this high volume, high impact, creating these crazy connections between all these brands and people. No other destination is built with this in mind. And so for us, it's about continuing to deliver on all of these events that we have, but all the new ones that we're bringing to town.
So exciting. It's really cool to see all the technology. Vegas is always being rebuilt.
Yes.
And to see all of the new technology on the outs of the hotels and the billboards and everything. Can hardly wait till we start to see the holograms on the strip.
Oh my gosh. Well, even the Sphere. So the MSG Sphere will open end of this year, 2023. A 20,000 seat full spherical building, the largest sphere building in the world. And that actually is fully immersive experiences, entertainment, concerts, like nothing else the world has seen. So we're really excited to debut that. So this time next year, we'll be probably sitting over there chatting, which will be awesome. But yeah, Las Vegas is known for innovation, for reinventing itself, and for always putting the guest at the heart of that reinvention. Like, what's that next experience we can bring? How do we make it more seamless, more frictionless? And I think that's why we're such a perfect match for CES, because that's what CES is and does. I mean, this was the building that the Nintendo debuted. This is the building that the smartwatch debuted. Wow. This is the building that the DVD or the VHS, even going way back, the VHS debuted.
Yep.
So the history of the world evolving and making its technological debuts has been in parallel with Las Vegas in our developments.
I'll never forget, I was walking through the Wynn, and it was maybe 8 or 9 years ago, and the Peloton had just launched. Yes. And the CEO of Peloton was demoing the bike and riding the bike, and I thought to myself, this is never going to be a thing. Like, there is no reason why this will ever take off, and look at where we're at now. Kate, we're just about out of time. Yes. You are such a well-respected marketer in the industry and are doing so many great things. I'd love for us to wrap up by just maybe giving some advice to other marketers. Like, what do you think is the one trend that they can't ignore this year?
I think the biggest trend has to do with connection. How do you make connections, whether it's personalization, which has been a buzzword in the past, experiential marketing, how do you really connect your brand with your consumer audience on an individual level? I think that's the number one thing marketers really need to crack.
Wonderful. Well, we actually are going to head out on our floor tour right now. We're so excited to host you and the marketers from around the community. Yes. So we'll wrap up and we'll go out on the floor. Thank you so much for joining us. Such a fun time.
Thank you for having us, and welcome to Vegas.
Yeah.